Alrighty, ladies and gents. Welcome to one of the most excited, anticipated games of the second match day. You've got Spain and Italy here with a minute silence for passing of someone, but really excited for this game here. Sorry for being a little late today. Of course, there cannot be a player's own live stream in the Euros without something going wrong, something happening. Welcome to all those at home. Let us know your predictions of this game here. I've got Spain winning it just 2-1. That's my call. Let us know your predictions in the comments section. Absolutely pumped for this one here. And thank you for who's come along for this. This is the first one. We've had a big crowd to start off the game with. Italy in that beautiful white kit. Spain obviously in their more traditional red strip. One with a 2-1. I think it's very important though who starts fastest. We've seen a lot of games so far back and forth, but I think this game, due to how good both midfield sides are, whoever gets the best start can dictate the game, will likely win the game. Here we go. Italy to kick us off. They'll be going from right to left. Countdown on now. We are underway for one of the most anticipated games here. Italy kicking us off. They'll be going from right to left. Spain from left to right. And straight away going on Marc Cucurella. We've got a bit of team news here before we get fully into this game. I'll give you the names for this massive game. I'm pretty sure Spain are unchanged. Obviously, both games today ending 1-1 as well. So there's a bit of excitement so far. Some late drama in the opening game, and England being boring yet again. So no difference there either. For Spain, Unai Simon, Lenormand and Laporte playing centre half, with Marc Cucurella and Dani Carvajal at the fullback positions. Rodri, Fabian Ruiz and Pedri in midfield with Morata, Nico Williams and Lamine Yamal on the flanks. For Italy, Donnarumma and goal, Dimarco and Di Lorenzo continue. Calafiori and Bastoni play centre half still. Frattesi, Barella and Jorginho in midfield are unchanged there, and also unchanged up front with Pellegrini, Scamacca and Federico Chiesa. Very interesting. Both teams solid in midfield. We know how good they can be in those areas of the park. We have Lamine Yamal now early in this game. Fabian Ruiz and Nico Williams. And what a ball in. Oh, and Pedri's tested Donnarumma within the first 2 minutes. My friend, I am basically a commentator for you guys at home. Try and line up the times, and that's what I can do for you guys, but I cannot show the game, unfortunately. An opening chance going to Spain straight away. Lamine Yamal on the ball again. Fantastic start for the Spanish here. That ball in from Nico Williams. That's short of Alvaro Morata. Obviously, I guess the theme coming into this game is how opposite each side have played to the usual stereotypes. We're used to Italy being the more pragmatic, counter-attacking, defensively solid side. They play with a lot of possession versus Albania. And Spain played without the ball on the counter-attack more often than not, using some forward pace where they're normally that real midfield dominant type team. So interesting to see how both teams go in this game here because of that opening game and how each team plays in terms of their stereotypes. So really interesting to see if they naturally fall back into the historic style of football, or if they're going to continue to play how we saw in the opening game there, with Italy more on the ball and Spain playing in moments. As Nico Williams gets past Bastoni and past Jorginho. Oh, and more tackles flying in. And a fantastic start from the young man who, I guess, underperformed in the opening game of the tournament. Here's Lamine Yamal now. Dimarco facing him up. On to Pedri. But there's Calafiori. Oh, can't get out past Lenormand. If you're in the chat, ladies and gents, let us know your predictions for this game here. massive game here for this group of death. Rodri finds the captain Alvaro Morata. And Lamine Yamal stands the ball up, and Caliafori is there again. And Barella plays. Gamaku's fouled. Laporte for the first time tonight. I think we'll see that a few times in this game here. And I've got a pause in the stream. That hasn't happened yet. There's an opening chance there with Nico Williams skipping past Bastoni. Already seen that pace being a problem. Yet again, more problems with the... Sorry, ladies and gents, we got problems with the stream. Not the live stream this time, it's actually the the broadcast is getting across. Here's Califiore and Barella. Both standouts for me. And yes, again, there's something wrong with our connection here. Califiore again. Yet again, my God. I'm a little behind everyone else because of how delayed this is. There's Mark Cucurella intercepting. Right, sure, ladies and gents, to get your predictions in for this game here. Oh, the game is young. As that ball end up in the hands of Donnarumma. And yet, okay, I was late. I'm sorry. We are getting this heavily delayed. The current point in time. Well, Danny Carvajal. And that's a foul on Pellegrini by Pedri. Just having that ball escape his grasp there. There's Luciano Spalletti. He's done very well so far with the Italian side here. And Pellegrini's the one who's carrying on the foot at the moment. It's outstretched Pedri. It's probably one of the weaker performances for Spain in the opening game. We see that massive chance there for Pedri. And Nico Williams connecting with Pedri. And they were probably the two of the weaker performances for match day one for the Spanish. And they'll look to increase their performance. I know what Pedri can do. We know how consistent he is of a footballer. However, that opening game was not the Pedri we're used to. Actually, the Fabio Ruiz show in the opening game. Very interesting for Italy and how they match up with Fratesi, Jorginho and Barella in the midfield. I think Barella and Jorginho will find a way to cause a lot of problems here for this Spanish midfield, considering how well they played in the opening game. They're record-breaking for Jorginho in terms of the touches he had of the football. Pellegrini looks okay. He's a bit of the magic sprain. He should be fine to go. Defending champs always good at during tournament football, or when they get there at least, because such a strange way they didn't qualify for the Qatar World Cup 2 years ago. They're going to one of these tournaments as one of, I guess, the top 5 teams in the tournament. It just seems to be such a strange vibe around the Italian national side. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, who are joining us. Let us know your score predictions. Get this game underway here. Donnarumma searching long for Scamacca. Calafiore again intervening and doing well. Now Fratesi does well and turns Nico Williams and wins a foul off Marc Cucurella. Fantastic start of this game here for Fratesi. And yet again, the stream is buffering. To Lorenzo now. Calafiori. Italy just getting control back in this game here after a very quick start for the Spanish with those opening few chances. We'll do it through finding possession. Scamacca's flick is poor. It's a foul against Almeida Laporte. He starts out of Nacho Fernandez today. Another man, this stream is killing me. Sorry I had delay at home. If we really had to sync, try and fix it up at half time, but at the moment seems to just not be working here in Australia. Great flick on. Now Scamacca in behind. His back heel once again is poor. Need to keep it simple, you'd think. Rodri is in the way. A fabulous job there to intervene and win a foul off Chiesa. For a moment, they looked like they were well and truly in behind here, the Italians. Great flick on Scamacca as they looked to fun Fratesi with the back heel. I was always behind him and tried to do it too much there, the centre forward. This is just driving me insane at the moment. Morata. And this is television. There's Pedri now. Morata. Whipped it in. Nico Williams. Oh, and a massive miss. Huge miss for Nico Williams. That is almost game changing that position there. You've got to be able to find the back of the net from that close out. What a ball into the area. Unmarked as well. Wow. All right, we're back, I think, on track here. I think now the time's up to grabs, and we're still pausing. Fabulous. So, like I said, we're jumping forward in time as well. This is, classic Players Own live streams. We've got actually the broadcast now being pathetic. We're having to adjust for the broadcast. So now that time should be synchronized with this game here. Hopefully now we have no buffering from our local Australian stream, which always has problems. Nothing new. Lenormand fans, Danny Carvajal. Spain with the big chances so far. Morata as well, holding the ball up, does fantastic. Shooting from Calafiori. Winning a foul for him. And an advantage which Rodrigo takes. And space here for Nico Williams, who's been the runner early on in this game. Williams faces up by Di Lorenzo and Chiesa. And now Cucurella. In search for Lamine Yamal. Just long of him. A chance for Pellegrini to sweep up and clean up at the back post. Now here comes Barella. With DeMarco overlapping him. We've got a bit of space here down the left-hand channel for Italy. That ball's poor. And a Laporte in the way. Barella doing fantastically well in the end to clean up. Calafiori and Barella again. I think those two are the keys at the moment for Italy. They've had a lot of touches of football. Very composed in the ball. Been a very solid start here for the Spanish, but the Italians not quite in gear, but not far off it yet. Scamacca looked offside, and yeah, and was offside in the end. Spain keeping the high line there. We're going to keep the Italians out. This man will be pivotal today. Rodri in that midfield, turning the cogs for the Spanish side. And Laporte. And another man. Early on here, I'll get the stats up for you guys at home, but it's been very, very one-way traveling to the chances. Now Morata turns Calafiori in the way once more. And referee pauses the game again for another injury. But early on here, 60% possession for the Spanish. They had 2 shots, the one on target being Pedri's chance. That was a Nico Williams header as well, but early on, Nico Williams getting more dangerous. Donnarumma isn't happy with this challenge here. A lot of complaints here from the Italian side nonetheless, and Donnarumma picked up a yellow card for his complaints, despite being the captain. Spalletti just here, sitting here waiting and hoping his team can find an avenue here. A drop ball here for the Spanish and Rodrigo. Fabian Ruiz got one of his first touch of the ball here, but it was probably my player of the first match day. And again, we've had a ball buffer in the stream. Ladies and gents, I am so sorry. If it continues, we might have to call it quits here, but we'll soldier on for the first half at least. There's Donnarumma. Again, far out. If you're keeping track, I appreciate it at home, ladies and gents. There we go, Fratesi. Got willing runners in Scamacca up top. Got the ball back to Jorginho. And Calafiori now. And Jorginho in that low block dictating role there in central midfield. And that is really driving me insane, ladies and gents. We're going to keep with it. Please, if you're keeping up, well done. And this stop-start of the stream again. We'll try again, ladies and gents. We'll try again. Hopefully we're on time this time. And 30 seconds in the future again. Here's Cucurella, and again. All right, ladies and gents, I'm sorry. I think I'm going to have to put the stream to an end because this is stopping our broadcast as poor. I don't think I can commentate in this game with the game as it currently is on the screen. We'll give it one more chance, but it's been rubbish so far. Here's Danny Carvajal. It's again, it's pausing. I mean, you man with a fantastic spin on that ball there. He had a wild start of this game here, and whilst at the tournament, the youngster. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm so sorry. We're going to have to end this stream. This continues to keep buffering. It's not going to help us at all. And again, Calafiori winning the ball at fouling. Alvaro Morata. That's it. Okay, sorry, ladies and gents. We are going to bring this stream to an end. I'm sorry for how it's all happened this way. I'll try and fix it up for next stream, but this is just too hard at the moment. The game keeps buffering here due to the stream. I did not know how we can fix it, but we will look to fix it in the future. Thank you for joining me, all 10 or something of you that are live at the moment with me. I'm sorry, but Australia streaming has done me in this time around. Thank you for joining me. I'll be back tomorrow morning to react to this game, give you my thoughts on it, and check out more videos on the channel, ladies and gents. If you're new here, it would be much appreciated. With that being said, I hope you have a great day. Enjoy the game. And I'll see you guys in the video or podcast very soon, ladies and gents. I'm back, ladies and gents. I couldn't leave the stream as it was. I've tried to fix things, and hopefully we get a good run of this without the buffering. I'm giving it another chance here because I can't leave you guys all here live with me and for it to fail. So I'll give it one more go. Try to fix things up here in the broadcasting end. Hopefully you guys are swinging around. Appreciate you all dealing with this rubbish to start this game off. It's been a very entertaining start to the game. And I appreciate everyone, whoever's still here for the initial 8 or 9 that was with us at the start. Here's Fabian Ruiz. Now Danny Carvajal. And Rodri. And so far it's been Spain dictating the ball. More classical Spanish performance. Unlike that first game, that counter-attacking, high-paced style they play then. And for Italy, who's struggled to get a stronger hold of this game, they've sat in deep. Here comes Lamine Yamal. He's beat DeMarco to it and continues to drive it. Calafiori and Morata. And Morata still... Oh, I don't know what to say for Donnarumma. The narrow just getting narrower, narrower, narrower. Unable to release the ball. Italy try to break. Cucurella in well. And Spain continue to put the foot on the Italian throat to the moment. One-way traffic. What's a little bit of interplay there from Lamine Yamal and Alvaro Morata. Morata was in a dangerous spot. You thought he'd just have a snapshot, maybe first, second time on the touch, but took 5, 6, 7, 8 touches and he kept narrowing the angle on goal. And Donnarumma made himself big coming out of the goal there to make a fantastic save and keep this game still level. There's Lamine Yamal working with Fabian Ruiz in a tight spot. Barella now winning the ball back for Italy. They just need a bit of time on the ball here, a bit of possession. Not to chase this game. Another turnover from coming up from the back. Fabian Ruiz now. Space to line up a shot and Fabian Ruiz. Oh, what's a save from Donnarumma. Wow. Fantastic from the Spanish to start this game off here. Fabian Ruiz, way too much space. Left-footed shot, arrowing towards that top right corner. And the two clubmen, one denying the other. And an important fingertip save. Was it heading on target? Always rising, but looking like it was going to find the back of the net. A fantastic save from Gianluigi Donnarumma. Now Nico Williams. The Spanish look to try and make the most of this positive start to the game. As Williams loses that there in a tight spot. And here comes Chiesa. And it's Pellegrini to help him out up top. Pellegrini, fantastic touch in there for Marc Cucurella. Holds this Italian attack, which is coming at force. Here comes Nicola Barella. Skips past Lamine Yamal. Rips the ball in to no one in particular. And Italy transitioning much quicker. That's what you'd expect from Italy's side. Win that ball back, throw numbers forward and try and catch the opposition on the counter-attack. But we see this, once again, this run from Lamine Yamal. Leads DeMarco on his backside, Calafiori at his backside, past Bastoni. Finds Morata. Just took too many touches to get past Di Lorenzo and get a shot off. And Donnarumma's right shin there was there to deny the Atleti forward. As Roger has a lot of space to wander into here and find Marc Cucurella has been very impressive across his first 2 games here. Now Fabian Ruiz. After 26 minutes, it's been strongly just the Spanish who in control of this game here. Which is how I saw the game going, but not to this extent. They are dominating the game, dominating the ball. And so far, dominating their chances. Roger, another long shot. And that one's nowhere near the quality of Fabian Ruiz's. And 5 shots, 3 on target. To Italia's 0 effort on goal at all. That shows the story at the start of this game. Italy's struggling to get a stronger hold of this game at the moment. Their fans are bouncing this now. They're backing their side in. Can their side on the pitch do the work here? Because so far, one-way traffic in the favour of those being red. Simon's clearance picked up by Calafiori. The return ball in the feet of Nico Williams and now Alvaro Morata. Fantastic pace to it. Spain's attacks at the moment. Relentless at the moment. Ball into the feet of Fabian Ruiz. He finds Nico Williams once more. His ball in search for Morata. Calafiori's in the way. Donnarumma came momentarily but couldn't quite get his hands onto that ball. Frattesi does well to hold off Nico Williams. But Rodri's in the way. And they just locked in here, the Italians. Pedri escapes. Plays his other club teammate, Lamine Yamal. He lines up a shot for Fabian Ruiz. Reverse ball to Carvajal. Another reverse ball. Rodri blocked in the way from Bastoni. And one back again by Fabian Ruiz. And the pressure hasn't stopped. He looked to find Pedri, but crowded out by the Italians. As they look to play out from the back. And drive through the Marco. He wins an important foul, but wow. It is non-stop from the Spanish right now. Fantastic interplay. Pass, pass, pass. I tell you what, I started the game off saying both teams played different to their stereotypes in match day one. It's been very stereotypical in the first 29 minutes here. It's been the Spanish in possession, creating, attacking, and the Italians holding on defensively and trying to keep out this fantastic Spanish side. That's Rodri. Too much space in this midfield for the Spanish to control the game. There's Lamine Yamal now. He's also had a field day so far against Federico Di Marco. Maybe just a moment here for everyone to catch their collective breaths here, because what a high pace and high intensity start to this game we've had. There's Marc Cucurella. Now I'm Eric Laporte. Poor pass, short of Cucurella. Bastoni wins a foul off Nico Williams. And this one has been energetic, back and forth, exciting for minute one. If you are with us, ladies and gents, leave your score predictions, leave your key players of the game in the comment section. Also press a like on the live stream, and please subscribe to the channel for more live streams. Doing basically daily live streams. We've got daily reaction videos to the matches overnight. Prediction videos, a lot here on the channel during Euro 2024. So we've got Federico Di Marco now. Searching for Gianluca Scamacca. But Cucurella intervenes, and again, so easy for Spain to get into the Italian half of the ground through just lack of pressure in the Italian midfield. Here comes Alvaro Morata. He's drifted out wide left. Looked to skip past Di Lorenzo, but he was in the way very, very well. He kept his feet, and what a foul from the Spanish captain. Fantastic work from Di Lorenzo. That's why Morata can't drift out to the left-hand channel. Half an hour down in this game here. Entertaining, like we expected. You have to see Italy really turn up, though. Lenormand's challenge was physical and really left a mark on Barella, who looks like he's got a very, very sore rib. He's just been collected by Lenormand. He just came straight through the challenge and was no taking any prisoners in that challenge there. Both players actually going straight through the ball. I think the landing from Barella is one that's hurt him. He almost twisted and torsion in the air. Just fully committed. That's what you expect from these two players of these clubs. These nations. Sorry. My fans in fine voice here as we tick towards second half of our first half action. There's that man Fabian Ruiz who's pulled the strings. There's that shot there, 28 metres out from goal. That shot at a speed of 118 kilometres an hour. He really struck that. It was a fantastic fingertip save from Gianluigi Donnarumma. They're trying to play it in a bit of possession. They will not keep that with a poor pass like that to Gianluca Scamacca. Picked up, though, by Jorginho. Chance for sustained pressure here. Still looking long, though. I think the long ball strategy isn't quite working, however. That is a foul from Frattesi on Marc Cucurella. I just don't think this long ball strategy is going to work for Italy. They need to play through the lines. Use that same midfield dominance and passing control they had versus Albania. I know it's a different kettle of fish here with the Spanish, but in that game, they look much better playing that style of football. This long ball strategy isn't quite working for me, especially the way they're playing Aymeric Laporte as well, more physical, taller centre half to match Gianluca Scamacca. You can see about stats: 220 passes to 120 passes, and 62% possession for the Spanish versus 38 for the Italians. As Simon's pass goes out of play. Yeah, Italian throw. They try and continue to just get back a stronger hold of this game here. I'll do that through possession. Stay in possession. Willingness to attack as well. Okay, Williams. He's at the foul there on Fratesi. He took a foot to the sternum. But Italy once again taking time at the game, trying to slow the game up. I think this is some old head type tactics from the Italians. This is some of the vintage stuff you'd see from the likes of Chiellini, Bonucci, the old crew, Pirlo, these sort of players. His experienced group, he just uses to find ways to slow the tempo, the pace down. Let the game come towards the Italians. So far, it's been one-way traffic. All Spain. Virginia looks long as well. That ball once again cut off by Mark Cucurella, his former teammate. Now Nico Williams. Driving at Di Lorenzo. Thank you for joining me, ladies and gents, who have coming through another watch here of the live stream, which we've seen to fix our buffering problems at the start, which is good to see. Here's Lenormand. Danny Carvajal. I haven't seen much down this right-hand side in terms of out from the back. It's been all played out from the back on the left-hand channel. And found that man there, Nico Williams. We haven't had too many first halves end in 0-0, so I wouldn't be surprised if there's a goal here. And it could come through this attack. Pedri looks to slip in of Morata, but Calafiori again in the way. Pedri wins it back though for Fratesi. Spanish counter press being fantastic in this opening half. Fabian Ruiz's ball blocked out by De Lorenzo. Rodri just sitting in front of those two centre halves, allowing Cucurella and Carvajal to push on. That long ball's in search for Nico Williams. He wins the initial header. And wins the second ball as well. Fantastic work to beat De Lorenzo that ball. What a great feat. That wins a foul. This is what I expected for Nico Williams. Fantastic bit of interplay with his feet. Held off De Lorenzo from that second chance. And he's come this game and started it fantastically well. After dropping a bit of a poorer first game performance, dropped the shoulder, play in between the two Italian defenders and winning a foul of De Lorenzo. Now a very dangerous spot for the Spanish side. Lamine Yamal over it. Nico Williams over it. Like they are over basically every set piece at the moment for the Spanish side. The two youngsters look to set this up into a dangerous spot. You got Pedri and Fabian Ruiz on the edge of the area. Rodrigo, Laporte, Lenormand in the area. Morata as well. Danny Carvajal obviously scored that goal from the corner in the opening game as well. Targets are plenty. As Lamine Yamal and Williams discuss this over. It's Williams to float one out to Fabian Ruiz, who lines up a left-footed shot and puts it high over the crossbar. The Italians look to play out from the back yet again, but the Spanish are set up to counter this. They're here to press this style of football. I think it just scared the Italians from playing out the back off. They look long again. This time into the feet of Barella. Got a lot of space to turn before he was crowded out there. Now Jorginho and Calafiori, who on this left-hand side has been very, very good so far in this tournament. Obviously, he was in my match day 1 team of the tournament, which is due to his classical type performance versus Albania. Barella. Lack of midfield options and lack of options coming short. And as such, that long ball looks like the out option for the moment for the Italy side. It's Lamine Yamal versus Calafiori. Crowded up by Pellegrini and co. Skips past them though and keeps possession. It's the quality of the 16-year-old at the moment. He just is everywhere. At the moment, it just seems like a game which bypasses the midfield for Italy. They look long. Look to play it from the back. Oh! Pedri finds it. And Nico Williams gets a return ball. Fantastic challenge from Fratesi back there. And Barella wins that foul off Marc Cucurella. But yet again, though, Spain finding it so easy to transition from one end to the other. The midfield for the Italians, defensively and also going forward, is just bypassed. Not present. Too stretched. And you're seeing that in the fatigue of some of the midfielders there with Di Lorenzo just dribbling that ball to play. What a turn there from Nico Williams. Looks for the return. And Bastoni winning it back. And there's another great football there from Lamine Yamal, avoiding that challenge from Pellegrini. I'll tell you what, very disappointed with the start here from the Italians. Losing the territory battle, losing the possession battle, and losing the overall battle here in this game. They've got nowhere near it so far. Pedri's touch evades him. Calafiori can clean it up. Can Italy find some sustained possession here? Can they play to the midfield? At the moment, it looks like such a massive gap between the defence and the midfield, and they just cannot find an option at the moment. Here's Di Lorenzo. He started very shaky and had to do a lot of defensive work. Chiesa, that pass is poor. Jorginho just yelling out and he's urging for calmness. So far, it's been manic, chaotic, and not good enough for the Italians. There's Lorenzo now. He finds Federico Chiesa. He hasn't much in the football yet. And the challenge goes unrewarded. It's play on. Nico Williams. Rodri going on the outside of him. Lamine Yamal in this right-hand channel gets the ball. His fullback Carvajal has made his way towards the left-hand channel, so he waits him to come back and plays back to him. We'll win a throw off the outstretched leg there of Federico De Marco. Carvajal and Yamal. Fabian Ruiz, once again, he's dictated the game once more. But interesting, his stats at the end of this game, he's been fantastic again, yet again. Same as Marc Cucurella. A lot of fouls, obviously, on the Italian players who are making the most of it, but very good going forward, covered off well defensively. Obviously, thought Grimaldo would be the man to start this tournament and play this tournament, but the managers picked the right choice in the end there because Cucurella's been fantastic. Carvalho's done well to head that ball into Pedri. He's got acres of space to run into. Now Morata is closed out by the Italians, and Fabian Ruiz, he's shot straight at Donnarumma. But yet again, from out there, struck with such pace, never really troubled Donnarumma, was always straight at the PSG keeper. But yet again, chances are plenty, and when Spain can get past that initial press from the Italians, there's so much space between, I guess, the space for the Spanish midfielders to drive into the Italian defence. It's hitting a little bit deeper for my liking, I think. The gap needs to just tighten up between the defence and the midfield at the moment. Looks very disjointed, disconnected. And with this counter press that the Spanish are showing, it made it too easy for the Spanish to win the ball back up the pitch. There's Carvajal's thrown again, a lot of space for Pedri. And we're going to have to get the game restarted. Looks like the two balls on the pitch, that's why. Spalletti looks aggravated, and makes sense because this side's been poor in this opening 42 minutes. One-way traffic so far. But lucky enough for the Italian side, yet to really make an impact yet on the score sheet, the Spanish, despite all their chances in possession. Lenormand plays 1-2 there with Carvajal and wins a foul. And got clattered for his troubles there. Gets past the Calafiore challenge and was tripped by him, and he never really quite gained his balance again and falls into DeMarco's knee, which is a rough place to have your temple land on that part of the knee. He was in a bit of pain here, Lenormand, who's also another fantastic player for the Spanish side. Thank you everyone for joining me. So we've got 10 live viewers right now, so appreciate all of you guys for jumping in and joining me for this game here. That's a poor pass. Mayer-Emerick Laporte. That's not your score predictions in the comments. I went Spain 2-1. Maybe we're lucky to see if we see a Spain goal, an Italian goal in this game. They've been poor and desperate to get to half time. Probably desperate to keep it at 0-0 at half time as well because of how slow their start's been. Unable to really have any possession in the Spanish half. Whenever they try and get forward, it's been crowded out by the Spanish. Lenormand yet again in the wars. Welcome everyone who's joined in. That's not your thoughts in this first half so far. I've been very impressed with the Spanish, but as I've been saying just then, quite disappointed with how the Italians have approached this game. Lack of control. Haven't had any sort of balance in their style of football. Those fans are smiling right now, but if things had gone the other way, they might not be smiling because Spain have had some big chances, but unable to score. On ball and search for Lamine Yamal. Evades him. I've gone with a 2-1 Spanish win at the moment. It's looking likely, but you never know with the Italians. They always find a way to grind out a result, but I've gone with Spain winning this game. The defending chance for a reason. As Spain go quickly. There's Rodri now. Gets past Jorginho. Lamine Yamal. Smart with his feet and a great ball to find Nico Williams. Got two defenders for company. A great defense-splitting ball. Lamine Yamal was almost there. Unattended in the box. Now Pellegrini. Need to have numbers here on the counter-attack. Now Chiesa. Shot well and truly high and wide of the goal. That was it. Italy's first chance on goal all game. That says a lot of how they've played their football. Looks like Italy's avenue to goal is on the counter-attack because Spain threw numbers forward. It all opened up and Federico Chiesa, all they had to do was keep that shot down, but couldn't quite do that. Simon yet to make a save with anything to do other than play out from the back. So we have 2 minutes of added time here. That goal kick was poor. And Scamacca won that ball back and Chiesa fouled Mark Cucurella to the disappointment of, I think, a lot of Italian fans in the arena. But yeah, you lead with that left arm. It's always going to be a foul. Have to do much more to disguise that there. Wasn't much actual contact, but when you lead with that sort of arm bar there, you're always going to give the referee no choice. Yellow card is out. I don't know who for, but the yellow card is out. So Rodri, I think his complaints. Gee, if you get the yellow card for every time you complain in the Premier League, you'd never play games of football. But if you give him one here in the Euros, so maybe that's a standard set for the season to come. We've got half a minute to play, 30 seconds to go in the first half. Lucas Scamacca's game has been poor. And that interplay there, trying to find his midfield in Fratesi was equally poor there. Simon looks long again. Try to take it in by Nico Williams. He could not. Jorginho. Chiesa. Now DeMarco. And back with Calafiore. And that should basically take us to half time. That is half time. A goalless first half. Haven't seen that often in this Euros, but it is a goalless first half. Entertaining nonetheless, though. Chances at each end of the pitch. Donnarumma called to make 2 or 3 saves, one fingertip save from a fantastic Fabian Ruiz long shot. Spain had probably two of the better chances, though, in terms of testing the goalkeeper. Italy only having one shot. Their shot flying over the crossbar from Chiesa. They've been poor in the opening half. They've got to go into half-time and have to reassess and come out second half much better, because there's been all one-way traffic in the first half, all Spanish. I'll go for a quick break at half-time. Thank you for joining us. I'll be back in about 10 minutes to get the second half underway. But thank you for everyone for joining me. I'll be back in about 10 minutes' time. All right, ladies and gents, welcome back. Had a short break and we're back at it here on the live stream. Appreciate everyone who stuck around early on with all of the problems we had with the stream. For once, not the stream, it was actually the broadcast stream. First half, let's have a bit of a recap what happened there. Chances galore for Spain. They had the 9 shots to Italy's 1, 4 on target for the Spanish versus Italy's none. 62% possession to Italy's 38. 323 passes versus Italy's 206. And the pass accuracy is the one for me. Italy 80% pass accuracy to the pass accuracy for the Spanish 90%. And that's where I think the game's been impacted. It is a bit of, I guess, the tactics for the live stream. Italy came to this game looking at trying to press Spain back. And Spain had done well pressing high up the pitch and causing problems for Italy playing out from the back. But as such, they've tried to do that. And the Spanish have had too much ease in terms of finding spaces, that little gap in between the midfield and the defence. And that gap's been massive. And that's allowed Spain so many chances on goal. And then conversely, Spain had done a better job pressing Italy, closing down spaces, getting at them quickly, playing out from the back. That forced Italy to play long balls and turn the ball over. Gianluca Scamacca, for me, he looks like the hold-up type striker in terms of the mould and the build he is. But for me, he's not sort of striker. He's a striker that needs to be spun in behind to roll the ball to feet. And I think him playing this whole long ball hold-up game they're trying to play here is not working for me. So coming to half-time, I think maybe like a Fratesi, you try and replace and try to put a winger back on there. I want to see the ball on the feet of Barella, Jorginho more often than not. Jorginho needs to get more involved in this game. Those two were massive versus Albania. Yes, it's Albania, but the premise and the style of football is still there. I think they need to carry that over here to the second half and employ that style of football, because right now it's been way too easy for the Spanish to do whatever they want. And you see that 9 shots to 4 on target, massive chances for Nico Williams, Pedri, the long shots from Fabian Ruiz. Morata, if he was a bit more selfish and had more shots himself, they could be up 1-0. And I think they'll really lose missed opportunities if Italy come out here second half and fix up a few of those things which they got wrong in the opening half there. If they got Raspadori to come off the bench, look at some of the players they've got on the bench here. Fagioli on the bench, maybe an option as well. I think for me, a Raspadori would be a nice option to bring off the bench, bit of pace, low to the ground type player, someone who's very tricky with the ball at their feet. That's an option I think you've got to go with in the second half here. And I got it totally wrong. It's Cambioso looks like he's coming on in the second half. Of course, after all of that. But let us know your thoughts, your predictions, ladies and gents, in the comments section. How you see this second half playing out. Going to be very, very interesting to see how it all works here. Because both teams are very, very solid when they do have time on the ball. But Italy's, at the moment, looked a bit rushed, a bit out of their depth in the opening half. Chance to reapply themselves after half-time. Listen to the manager Spalletti's words and trying to apply it in the second half, because they're a much better side than what they showed. Cristante coming off the bench as well, replacing Jorginho. Wow. So Jorginho off for Cristante and Cambioso on. And Fratesi out as well. So you've got now Barella in midfield alongside Cristante and Cambioso coming on as another option higher up the pitch. Flag Croatia. We'll see. Massive second half here. Spain will get kicked off here. They're going from right to left. And it'll be Italy going from left to right on screen. As we wait here for the start of the second half. It's always a long wait, it feels like. And we're under the way here. Second half football. Spain and Italy. It's been engaging so far without a goal, but you assume we'd find one before the end of the 90 here. Just the theme of this Euro is how back and forth has been. There's an early foul on Rodri. And instantly on. And a yellow card. First challenge that Cristante's made in the game. And instantly into the book. Rodri's in a bit of hurt here, looks like. Just right in the foot there. And also the knee hyperextended a little bit as well. He might be in a bit of problem here. Rodri. Is very, very important for this game and how Spain play, and also I guess how his club team plays if it's going to be that bad. But testing that left knee out, which extended. You don't want to see that meniscus, ACL worries. Always a dangerous injury for footballers. Touching on the knee there. But you don't see Rodri normally stay down for that long, and the way he's grimacing under this. He looks in a lot of pain here, Rodri. And that knee is a worry for the Spanish side. Looks like he'll try and walk off the pitch here. I don't know if that's a good sign or a bad sign, the way he's walking. Looks okay. Saying the way he reacts after his teammates are fouled, he wouldn't be surprised. Put a little bit on it. There's an early dead ball chance here for Lamine Yamal. Flat ball into the area. Rodri's back running. Cleared only as far as Nico Williams. Repelled here by Fabian Ruiz. Looks like we're going to start the second half as we finish the first. With Spain a lot of possession and Italy sitting in and trying to win the ball of this very dangerous side. Roger looks fine. He's played that ball to Fabian Ruiz. And Dani Carvajal. Oh, look to return ball for Ruiz. And a lot of space was open if he would take that in his stride. Yet again, the Spanish press forces Italy to play long. And Scamacca, and said at the half time, he's not the hold-up striker. He's not that man for the job, I don't think. Here comes Pedri. Now Lamine Yamal. We had a fantastic start to the first half. To find his teammate. Wins that ball back off Barella. Rodri. Find Dani Carvajal, the Real Madrid man. Whipped the ball into the area off DeMarco. And behind for a corner kick. Now he's down. Flushed on the front of there. And he's just hurting from that one there. Positive start here, though, from the Spanish. On the front foot from the go. It's Lamine Yamal to take this left foot in swinger here. It's a great ball in. Then a man couldn't get the initial contact. It's half cleared by Chiesa. Only as far as Marc Cucurella. Now Pedri. He sprays that ball out to Lamine Yamal. His touch avoids him, but it deflects back into the hands of Donnarumma. Once again, is caught into action. Oh. Pour out from the back. It was Cambiasso who just came on. Fabian Ruiz over the head of Morata. Repelled back by Rodri. Now cleaned up by Dani Carvajal. A very, very shaky start there. With Cambiasso, giving that away. So the Italian side only ones making the substitutions for Tezzi and Jorginho off. Cristante, who got yellow carded already, and Cambiasso on. Trying to change things in midfield areas. Let us know, ladies and gents, who are still hanging around, your score predictions for this game here. Pedri's away from Calafiori initially. Faced up by Di Marco. Now Lamine Yamal skipping on his left foot even further. Crucial touch from Pellegrini. And finally, Scamacca's done well and hold the ball up, and he's turned. And the runner is Federico Chiesa, but Unai Simon off his own very, very smartly to stop that attack before it even had legs to develop. That's what I said. Scamacca's more of a roll into himself striker. He's turned well there. Ball played to his feet, spun the defender which was Aymeric Laporte, and he had him for pace, I think, momentarily. Looked to play Chiesa, who was a willing runner to help out and support. Una Simon off his line well. There's Yamal and Pedri. Now with Rodri. Nico Williams with Di Lorenzo facing him up now. Nice roll ball in. Across the face of goal. Oh, and somehow Pedri hasn't found the back of the net. It was fantastic move down the left-hand side there. Nico Williams finding Cucurella. Ball on a silver platter for Pedri. Had to hit the target. Unmarked in the 6-yard box. Just outside the 6-yard box. On the penalty spot, basically. And has to hit the target from there. Very disappointing for the Barcelona midfielder. And that's the chances you have to take if you're Spain on top of this game, because we know how Italy can come back into games. You know, saying that, Bastoni's giving it away, playing out from the back. The Spanish press working yet again. Fonda Williams and Rodri. Lamine Yamal looked like the option, but Rodri decides to retreat. Now, Aymeric Laporte. Marco Cucurella now. And Ruiz. Back to the man he applies his trade in Saudi Arabia, Aymeric Laporte. Williams. Crowded out by De Lorenzo. Bastoni can clean that one up. It's Cambiasso. On his far is Fabian Ruiz. And the Spanish have locked the Italians in their own half here. 9 players behind the ball now. Basically, 10 if Scamacca joins in as well. It is defence first here for the Italians. Pedri the long shot. Initially parried by Donnarumma, but safe in the end. Not a clean initial catch of the ball, but safe nonetheless from Donnarumma. Calafiori is able to break that initial press. That's the struggle at the moment, getting out for that initial press. Long ball in search of Gianluca Scamacca. But that will be allowed to run out of play. Una Simon nicking that one off. But it's consistently a long ball to Scamacca. It looks like the way out for Italy. I just think some midfielders to join, become deeper. Barella to drop in deeper. Cambiasso drop in deeper and support these centre-halves in terms of playing out from the back. Here comes Cucurella now. And Nico Williams. De Lorenzo faces on it well, wins that ball back. But poor again, playing out from the back. Cannot consistently find an avenue out. They are locked in here. Here's Lamine Yamal. Turn ball to Carvajal and look to play a little roll onto Lamine again. Rodri in search of Marc Cucurella. Here's the ever vibrant Nico Williams to join him on the left. Cut ball in. Oh, deflected. It's in the own net by that man Calafiori. And it's about time the Spanish lead. Nico Williams creates it again for the left-hand channel. Consistently running at De Lorenzo. His ball goes into the area. I think Morata gets a little flick on it. Comes off Donnarumma and off the right knee of Calafiori. And a deserved 1-0 lead for the Spanish, who have dominated this game. And dominated the start of the second half. And it's all over to you now, Italy. How do Italy respond? Nico Williams on the left. Little flick on by Morata. Donnarumma gets a strong hand, an important hand to keep it out of the path of an oncoming player. But it just comes, it's a left knee of Calafiori. Couldn't do much about it. And that was destined to happen, I guess. Very, very poor start to the second half from Italy. And the pressure showed. Calafiori's a frustrated man. The Italians are a side lost here. And Spain have to do something about it. 55th minute own goal for Calafiori gives us the 1-0 lead for the Spanish. Now over to you, Italy. How do you respond? Lamine Yamal wins the ball back. Calafiori facing him up. Joined by Pedri. And he dribbles past a lot. Oh, Donnarumma out well. Fantastic keeping from the PSG man. He's been vital for the Italian side. If it wasn't for him, we could be seeing this game go 2 or 3-0 in the favour of the Spanish. But how do the Italians respond? Can they break through this press that the Spanish employ. Again, Di Lorenzo giving it away. It's careless. Cucurella wins it back. Croatia need itches lose. Well, looking like that right now, AJ. Here's Nico Williams. I think they'll stop here, the Spanish. We saw what they did versus Croatia. Once they got that first, they got that second very quickly after. Midfield dominance. Possession dominance. Chance creation galore. Willing running wingers. Right now it's too much for Italy to handle. And the Olays are coming out early in this game here. So close to F and Pedri. Look at that replay. Nearly made his way past 2 or 3 Italians with that tight control dribble. What does Spalletti do now? How does the Italian side approach this coming from 1-0 down? Tell you what, they take a point the way they've played this game so far, but if you're an Italian side, you don't want 1 point from a game like this. You want all 3. You got Fabian Ruiz, so much green grass to run into. Bypass the Italian midfielders, Pedri, now Morata. With space to shoot, Morata stings the hands and the gloves of Donnarumma. Wow. Spain continue to come forward, continue to test Donnarumma. And that shot had venom. First time we've seen Morata shoot with real ferocity and anger at the moment. And it shoots. The shot's testing the gloves of the PSG man, but he's been very, very good in goal so far. Score now, another in-swinger coming from Nico Williams. He's had a field day and set up that own goal there. His ball's deep and it hit off the off the line. I think it was Lenormand who rose highest. And Cambiasso cleared off the line. Another massive chance for the Spanish, whose chances continue to fly up. And Chiesa pulls back Fabian Ruiz, who yet again had his own football out there, it's felt like. Look at that corner again. Deep ball. Then the man finds it first. Gets a Calafiori elbow for his troubles, and that ball was headed towards the back of the net. Really important intervention from Cambiasso. Rodri finds Pedri in that little hole. Lenormand impresses more, I see him. Now with Aymeric Laporte. Chance now for Spain to cool their jets before they go again and attack again. Italy got a lot of ball chasing this game. Not much time spent on the ball. Unai Simon's pass is poor. Picked off by DeMarco, but only as far as Dani Carvajal. He plays into Pedri. Now with Rodri. The general midfield. It's funny, you can go from Busquets, one of the greatest of all time, to do that, to probably the next best in Rodri. One generation to the next, because he controlled that midfield well, alongside Fabian Ruiz, and Pedri's been that creator forward. Ruiz with a great turn. And now Yamal, and the Olays is back out yet again as we get to the hour mark. Yamal with DeMarco facing him up. Into the feet of Fabian Ruiz, and back with Yamal. And he's short. Whoa! Very close to finding that far corner. And Yamal hyping up the Spanish fans. And I tell you what, I've seen this story before. You've seen it for Barcelona. That ball inches away from the far corner. Got the curve on it. Donnarumma was worried. And Lamine Yamal, that's the type of goal you've seen him score so many times at Barcelona this season. And Spain struggle again. Italy struggle again to play out past the Spanish press. Now Lamine Yamal got the better of Calafiori. On the wrong side of DeMarco. And I thought he wanted corner, but the linesman obviously doesn't agree. I think they actually did come off Lamine Yamal in the end, I think. Manager not happy, but I tell you what, Lamine Yamal's come to life in the second half. Italy look to play out the back again, but once again, met by the Spanish press. One back from Lamine Yamal. Nicked on by Pedri. Intervened by the Italians, and now a chance to counter-attack. It's a 3-on-6. Cambiasso. Cristante's ball. Poor. Blocked away. Chiesa. Couldn't get past Rodri. Now Pedro can dribble this ball out. Look for his teammate Lamine Yamal. And it's 1v8. He's done well. Find Pedro again. It's just in these moments here, the Spanish look better. They look more controlled. Smarter on the ball. Quick stat update for you people at home there. 15 shots now. 7 on target with the Spanish versus the only 1 attempt. That Chiesa attempt, which went well and truly high and wide of the goal face. 66% possession and over double the amount of passes for the Spanish. It is truly one-way traffic. Malays continue to come out here at the Veltens Arena. Yet again, Simon's long pass is not finding a target. That's something to keep an eye on. As I said in the first half, those smiles from the Italian fans aren't looking so frequent anymore. They have to make an impact, a real inroad in this game to come from behind. Now Scamacca dropping deep to find possession of the football. And winning a foul is Pedri from Scamacca's outstretched arm. She stepped on Pedri's foot. And here's a few more substitutions. Chiesa coming off. Ategu and Zaccagni. So big names pulled. Jorginho pulled. Fratesi pulled. Chiesa pulled. A lot of talent off the pitch now. Looking for some inspiration from somewhere. Scamacca also off. Zaccagni now on. So 4 substitutes now for the Italians. Only 1 more to make. Nikhil Williams crowded out by the Italians. And now a bit more energy in this side, it looks like. Cleaned up there from Lando Man. Taggy looking from the top here to press. Put pressure on this Spanish side playing out from the back. But they're finding it way too easy. This is what happens when you play against a Spanish side that's so comfortable on the ball. With possession and passing, the number 1 attribute, they'll pass past this press quite easily. Pedri finds Danny Carvajal. Is that Raspador? No. Thought I was Raspador seeing there warm up, but it's not him. Now Fabian Ruiz finds Morata with time to turn and space to drive into now. And Lamine Yamal's open on the right-hand flank here. And he couldn't quite find the youngster. Poor pass on the outside of the foot. For a moment there, Lamine Yamal's avenue to goal was quite clear. But yet again, though, Aral Morata allowed time to turn and then run and open the defence up. I think the defence for Italy is just too deep right now. Too worried about the pace of the Spanish side. Pellegrini and Retegui lead the line at the moment. Oh, here's a mistake. A chance for Cristante. He's got numbers forward. Retegui's up. He's missed it though. Massive opportunity for the Italians. A chance at nothing. Pellegrini picks the scraps. Cambiasso. Calafiori now. Maybe a chance for Italy to strike here against the runner play, against all the momentum of this game. The Italian fans find full voice. Bastoni. Calafiori. I think one of the only times we've seen genuine possession in the Spanish half from the Italians here in the second half. Pellegrini time to turn. Broken up though by Fabian Ruiz and won by Danny Carvajal. Important work coming out from the back. Cristante now. And Di Lorenzo. Here's Di Lorenzo. DeMarco now. Barella. Cristante now back to Barella. Here's Di Lorenzo. That reverse ball. No one on the same page. That's Cristante. Tell you what, unless Simon's had a very quiet day at the office, it's fair to say. Only the one save, only the one shot at his goal. No saves need to be made today. Nico Williams drops that ball back to Rodri. And Pedri looks to find the young winger. Here's Nico Williams. Gets past Di Lorenzo. Oh, nearly does it again. Getting in behind the Italian back line. Oh, there's a deft touchdown. The replay looks fantastic. This is the moment here, Fred. Just a poor pass from Rodri to Fabian Ruiz. Cristante broke it up. His ball across the area. And Matagi just couldn't quite get the outstretched right boot on the ball to deflect it towards goal, because you get any sort of contact from that close, it normally finds the back of the net. DeMarco. Gee, broken up well by the Spanish. And then a man leaves a foot in there and will probably pick up a yellow card for his challenge there. Zaccagni has come on and won that ball back and got a yellow on Lenormand. So the substitute's making an impact. Zaccagni, Trategu, all getting involved since coming on the pitch not long ago. Says fresh legs, getting there first, winning the ball first. You knew he was going to get fouled by Lenormand. Take the challenge, get the yellow card, put pressure on the Spanish side and get a good spot for a set piece to possibly find that far post. Pellegrini and DeMarco over this one. Now playing short to Barella. Now with DeMarco. Bit of a waste of a free kick, I think. There, they didn't play it into the box and wasted getting all those numbers up the pitch. Donnarumma, now with Bastoni. Calafiori wanders like this into midfield areas and can create possession and forward thrust here for Italy. Pellegrini. DeMarco, sorry. His ball's poor. Calafiori picks it off. Keep Italy in possession. Cristante. Barella. Finds DeMarco. His touch evades him. Spain can get a chance to be back on the ball once more. Now crowded out, but does very, very well. Oh, and Carvalho's pass even better. Under pressure, the Spanish have been fantastic on the ball. Here's Cucurella. Nico Williams now outside of him on the left-hand channel. Cutting inside. And a shot. Oh, and off the crossbar. Wow. What's an effort for Nico Williams. And we've seen him do that a few times this season. Athletic Bilbao. Stands up Di Lorenzo. He's gone byline a lot of times. Skips inside. Powerful shot. Curling shot. And it comes straight off the top of the crossbar. And that crossbar still reverberating. He's smacked that. Look at the swerve on that ball. The curl hitting the upright up the in the up of the crossbar there, and very unlucky. I'm going to get introduced to two new players in this tournament for Spain. Alex Baena and Ferran Torres replacing the two Barcelona men, Pedri and Lamine Yamal. Fantastic 70 minutes from the youngster. Actually, from both youngsters in many regards. Pedri's been very good as well, but especially this young man here. Lamine Yamal. cannot put a foot wrong on this young man. Assist in the first game, creating chaos on the right-hand flank in this game. And we get to see Ferran Torres for the first time this tournament. Alex Banya as well. Should be, it looks like a flat 2 almost up top. And Cristante. Been heavily involved since coming on. Alex Banya. I have gone back into that 3 up top. So it looks like Morata down the middle, Nico Williams down the left, and Ferran will play off the right with Banya in behind in the number 10 role, which Pedro playing, Alvaro Morata. So for that reason, Rodri continue to sit deepest. Alex Banya playing in behind Alvaro Morata. Italy obviously making 4 substitutions since half-time. Spain only making this 2 that just happened just then. Calafiori now driving into dangerous areas. Finding DeMarco. Pellegrini wins a foul off Lenormand. Needs to tread carefully on a yellow card. That's an important spot now. Now surely you put that ball into the air and allow those centre halves and those centre forward to attack this ball. 18 minutes to play here. Would have been a very, very engaging game. It's flown past. 16 shots, 7 on target for the Spanish, 62% possession. Just about double the amount of passes as the Italians, only 38% possession, and only 1 shot on goal. Will that change here? With Pellegrini standing over this free kick. Where my captain stands over this one here. DeMarco also. There's a 4-man Spanish wall and a 3-wall drafter as well. This should be Pellegrini's right foot. He looks like he's going for goal. Can the Roman man produce a moment of brilliance here? Goes over the wall and over the crossbar. Never quite really testing Unai Simon. But second shot on the Spanish goal in this game. Just sort of leant back on it, always going high. Never really having the power or pace in that ball to test the goalkeeper. As those Spanish fans will be the happier of the lot right now. Their team leads 1-0 due to a 55th minute Calafiori on goal created by Nico Williams running down the left-hand channel. Really unfortunate that came off Donnarumma's hand and just hit the left knee of Calafiori to find the back of the net. A few times we've seen those type of own goals in the tournament. Coming off an inadvertent bounce and hitting a centre half or a defender. And find the back of the net. Here comes Marc Cucurella now. Fabian Ruiz offers himself. Offer isn't taken up though. It's Rodri. Alex Banya. Laporte's crossfield ball runs Dani Carvajal. Does well to keep it in. Does well to avoid a challenge as well. Does fantastically well. The experienced man in his first Euros Championships. Fantastically well there. Cucurella. Nico Williams looks to skip past Di Lorenzo. Cannot do so. Runs out of green stuff to run on. Here comes the press again for the Spanish. Morata leading it. Alex Briana. Now DeMarco. Zaccagni. Touch tight to Carvalho to Zaccagni. There is a reminder of that opening goal of the 55th minute Calafiori effort. Making the difference so far. Key word so far. We've seen late action earlier today with that crazy equaliser from the Serbians and Jovic. The Italians are hoping for something similar here, you'd think. A very similar game in many regards, back and forth. Chances are plenty. I guess not for both sides, this game only for one side, but you look like you're down and out. You're never quite down and out because the magic of the European Championships continues to amaze us. I guess we'd be blessed too much to have 2 late goals in the same day, but you never quite know. Here's Donnarumma. His pass poor up from the back. Nicked it from Nico Williams from Bastoni. Spanish numbers forward. Fabian Ruiz rolls the initial challenge. Italy just sitting in and absorbing that initial mistake. But yet again, Italy making mistakes, playing out from the back. Able to handle the Spanish press. Williams does well to get past the initial challenge. Finds Cucurella. He'll go back to Laporte. Ferran Torres' ball. Attacked by Morata. Looks like he'd fouled Di Lorenzo in the process. Another fantastic ball across the area though. And Ferran Torres, his first flurry forward and first impact to make on the game is that ball there, and just too far ahead of Alvaro Morata, who came in charging to the box. Just unable to get a meaningful touch onto it. Two more substitutions now for the Spanish. It's Nico Williams to come off and Mikel Oyarzabal and Jose Perez to come on. And he was the man who created that opening goal. That run to the left-hand flank, that cross into the dangerous area. Obviously comes off Donnarumma and hits the knee of Calafiori from the back of that. And obviously that replay there would see that effort. Fantastic running ability. Fantastic skill to jink inside and then cannoning off the crossbar. But he's been dangerous, him and Lamine, throughout the whole game. So Alvaro Morata comes off as well. So Mikel Oyarzabal leads the line, looks like. And Jose Perez from the left-hand flank. Here's DeMarco. And Pellegrini, and fouled by Rodri. Quite careless, pushing him in the back. We approach the last 10 minutes of the 90 here, plus some stoppages, which would be quite long considering the early foul on Rodri in the second half here. Thank you for joining me, ladies and gents, who have stuck around. I'll have to do a chaotic start with our broadcast not coming through nicely. And we fixed that. I've had a great stream so far. That ball too long for Di Lorenzo. Now Cucurella's got space to run into. And to find Ferran. He couldn't get past the plethora of Italian players closing down that space. Here the stats there. It's just even up a little bit in terms of possession here, 60-40 in favour of the Spanish, but the attempts and goals are a big difference. 16-2 is ridiculous. Barella just picked up an injury, important in the build-up. I don't think he willingly wanted that ball to his feet, but he ended up getting it. Di Lorenzo wins a throw off Jose Perez. Different approach now with a few older heads on the pitch. Nico Williams, Lamine Yamal come off. Jose now and Ferran Torres and Mikel Oyarzabal lead the line. Different style of football, not as quick, but still equally as skillful and definitely probably equally as clinical in front of goal. Here's Riccardo Calafiori. Finding DiMarco. Looks to find Pellegrini and Carvajal in behind him and wins that ball cleanly. Now España. And numbers are forward here for Spain. He finds Jose Perez. His left-footed shot. And it looks blocked out by Di Lorenzo. And a corner kick for Spain. It just turned defence into attack so quickly. That ball towards the back post. And Laporte rose highest, but couldn't get his header down and on target. Rodri there as well, obviously, but disappointing with that chance there from Laporte. Almost unmarked in the end. just going back, trying to reach that ball. So here comes Raspadori. It's the sub I wanted to see at halftime. Happens 35 minutes later. Pellegrini off, Raspadori on. Arguably the most dangerous forward being Pellegrini. So interesting move yet again. Another big name pulled. All 5 substitutions now made for the Italians. Fabian Ruiz has handled that. So free kick for Italy. We're in the 82nd minute of this game here, and the game gets deeper, and Italy have to get more desperate. Long ball. In search from Zaccagni, but Simone out well, and done that really well in this game. Sweeper keeper, very, very good. Coming out, cleaning up more often than not. Those long balls just haven't worked tonight for the Italians. There's Laporte. Tagu presses him. The Spanish come to enough to play out from the back. There's Rodri. He's obviously so pivotal playing out from the back. And Ruiz now. Cucurella turns. Cambiaso not fouled. Italy win the ball back again. There's Raspadori in his first touch. Finds Cambiaso. Cristante was there, just didn't play the ball to him. And Jose wins the ball back. Chance for Spain to go forward. He's done very well here, Jose Perez. Can't win a throw though. Cambiaso wins back for Italy. There's Cristante. Di Lorenzo now. Continue to grow into this game. Sort of past the 70-minute mark, Italy. Can they make this growing control and confidence in this game count? Can they put a cat amongst the pigeons here and get a massive goal and turn this group upside down? Di Lorenzo. Now Calafiori. Out on the right-hand flank now. Well, one. Oh, and a foul. Given eye Alex Bueno. I thought he won that ball quite cleanly. And it's a substitution for Spain. They'll be their last substitution. No, will not be. Still substitution hasn't come on yet. Di Lorenzo plays short. It's Cristante. Cambiaso now. Bastoni. Found Di Marco. As we approach the last 5 minutes of regulation time. Di Marco wanted a handball off Carvajal, but his hand was by his side. Oh, dangerous ball in. Carvajal's put it behind for a corner. And is this the chance the Italians need from a set piece? We've seen set pieces cause problems so far in this Euros. Their first corner of the game. Obviously, Retegu. Cristante. The 2 centre-halves to worry about. Obviously, Carvajal is in the midst of every argument. It's always Danny Carvajal. He's always there as the instigator, the antagonizer. There's a bit going on here. The Italians want to get Bastoni free. And Linda Man wants to be touch tight to him. Oh, and a ball in low. And the flick on. Only goes far as Unai Simon. But for a minute, very, very dangerous there. Cristante got the touch, or lack of a touch. Maybe just kept going straight through to the keeper. With all that kerfuffle, a very poor delivery into the area. Important touch there by Alex Banner. But then gives it away. Italy winning the ball back. Now it's Italy. They're creating the forward running, the pressure late in this game. Can they find an equaliser? Cristante. Now with Calafiori. Back with Cristante. Cambiaso. Now it's Spain sitting all 11 behind the ball. Calafiori's pass is poor. Momentarily picked up as Zaccagni wins it back. Raspadori back to Zaccagni. And then one from Ferran Torres. But he can't get out. Spain are locked in here. Clearance. Bouncing around pinball style in there. Bastoni can clean up. And it gets deeper and deeper in this game the more nervy it gets. It's a whole new game it feels like out there. Bastoni. Oh, Calafiori. Who would have thought after all these chances it'd be Italy making the front running coming into this game. Barella. Oh, poor touch on Cristante. And fouls Michele Oyarzabal. Very, very smart from the experience. And poor touch from Cristante. Gave it away. It was a flick from Cristante from that corner, but not enough on it, obviously. Here we go. Coming and approaching that final minute of regulation. Simon's long ball towards the Ferran Torres direction. Sorry, pardon. So you're getting fouled on. It's just a bit of an in-together at the moment, Carvajal. Barella wants him to get back up. I think just in the follow-through here from Zaccagni over Otegu. He's just clipped Danny Carvajal. Studs are up, so really not much in that. Carvajal's furious. As we're in the last minute of the 90 now. 30-odd seconds to play of regulation. Then we've got added time. As the game goes deeper, the more nervy the Spanish get, especially in this 1-0 lead. Carvajal's passes too far ahead of Rodri. First mistake he's made of almost all night. Zaccagni. Lendo Man does well to force him out wide. Delaba Raspadori. Put back into the area. The Otegu direction, but ushered behind for a goal kick by Unai Simon. Yet again, the long ball quality has not been good enough. Only 4 minutes at a time. Not much to work with the Italians for the Spanish. They'll be over the moon. Simon with his goal kick, basing us halfway through the first minute of added time. That flick on important, actually. Is that the feet of Alex Benya now? Who finds Ferran Torres. It's Oyarzabal in the box. Can't find him. Bastoni in the way. Spain come forward now with their own piece of possession. Jose Perez. After being sitting and camping off their own edge. Oh, great work to Di Lorenzo. And Jose Perez in the post, and we'll say by Donnarumma. Rodri repels that ball back. Yet again, Di Lorenzo getting skinned. Oh, fantastic effort from Cucurella to get past Cambiaso and win a foul. And that is a very important moment. That can stretch another 30 or 40 seconds off the clock as well. See that reaction from the bench post the nutmeg. Here's Jose Perez. He also nutmegged Di Lorenzo. Sent him shops. And once he was cutting inside, you thought he'd go the far post, but ends up going the near post. And Donnarumma had to get down low to his near post to deny that, making it 2-0 and definitely killing the game off. There's Aymeric Laporte and Fabian Ruiz now. In search for Jose Perez again. He finds it. And he's through on goal. And Donnarumma again. A fantastic save down his left. Jose Perez denied for the second time in a minute. And will they rue that missed chance? Here come Italy. Not with Dani Carvajal and Alex Bagna making an effort defensively. Spain has had that quality today. They've had that quality on the ball. They've had that quality in passing and going forward. Italy just struggled linking up the game. Struggled with their first touch and work under pressure. And that's the difference of these two sides at the moment. Spain look a more of a complete polish group. As he still have a chance there. Cristante searches for Cambiaso, broken up by Cucurella, who's been basically everywhere in this game. There's Jose Perez, skips past the initial challenge. And has had Di Lorenzo running everywhere, it felt like. That 50-50 unrewarded by the referee. It's advantage paid. And Ruiz is cramping, so that will be... You see that replay there. Di Lorenzo yet again, another mistake. And now Jose Perez, you think in that one-on-one situation you'd score, but Donnarumma covers the goal so well. I tell you what, if it wasn't for him, it could have been 4 or 5 in this game. Fantastic says. And here comes Mikel Moreno. Replacing the currently cramping Fabian Ruiz. So fresh enough legs to run out this game for the last half a minute or so. And once again, Fabian Ruiz has been heroic in midfield. Not quite the goal and assist they got in the first game, but controlled that game, run the centre of the park, and has dominated the Italians in this game. He has been heavily impressive in this tournament so far. And getting the applause of the fans and the congratulations from his teammates and coaches. Spain have merely seconds to play out here until they win this one. Laporte goes long. Search for Alex Bagna. Calafiori wins it. And time for Italy to go forward one more time, you'd think. Zaccagni. Carvajal leaves a challenge on him. Now Cambiaso. So we go later on in this game here. Cambiaso. Ball into the area is poor. Away from Rodri. Only as far as Barella. Time continues to tick. Cucurella on the way again. Jose Perez away. Now a chance for Spain. Bit of a power play here. Oh. Now, you thought Ferran Torres was through, but Italy go again. Time surely up soon. Zaccagni. Back post. Cambiaso and a very important header from Aymeric Laporte to keep the game at 1-0. Carvajal booked for that challenge earlier. Italy now, second corner of the game. Cambiaso to take, a left-footed in-swinger. Wouldn't this be dramatic if they could win, if they equalise from here? It'd feel like a win, you'd think. You think this would be the last kick? Donnarumma up for it. All caution to the wind here for the Italian side. Massive points in the group of death, you'd think. If Spain win this, they win the group. Italy get an famous point here. It's game on. Donnarumma, biggest on the pitch by a long way. Lenormand touched tight to Bastoni to deny him a run and jump of the football. Cambiaso's to take. In swinger. It's away. Only as far as the taker himself, Cambiaso. Another ball into the area. Back post. In search of Bastoni. And Calafiori's effort goes wide. And that should be it, you'd think. And that is full time. The Spanish get through just in the end. But a dominant display across 80 to 90 minutes. It was Calafiori's own goal in the 55th minute, which gave the side the lead after Nico Williams' fantastic run down the left-hand channel. In this game, the press, the possession, and the play for the Spanish was just A-class, next level to the Italians, who struggled to get a foothold in this game, struggled in possession. It's unfortunately Calafiori's own goal that cost the side, but Donnarumma made fantastic save after fantastic save. It was an early header from Pedri that went close. A long shot from Fabio Ruiz had to be tipped over the bar by Donnarumma. Chance the second half with Lamine Yamal putting his curling effort close to the goal. Another curling effort from Nico Williams hitting the crossbar, but Spain were by a long way the better team in this game. They deserve the 3 points. They now win the group in the group of death. They will go through to face a weaker opponent in the round of 16. Italy with all to do. They've got a final game in the group versus Croatia with all to play for in many regards. 3 points they sit on Italy. Croatia sit on 1. So if they can get a result versus Italy, Italy may bow out in the group stage. It just shows the quality and what this was deemed to be the group of death. Cucurella was fantastic. Nico Williams and Lamine Yamal were fantastic. That midfield with Rodri, Fabian Ruiz, and Pedri were also great as well. There's not another game where not really a bad play on the pitch for Spain. And yet again, they look like one of the stronger teams in the tournament, getting a very, very strong result against a top side in Italy there. They have that final game to play versus Albania. They can rotate the squad because of them already winning the group. There's that man on screen, that Lamine Yamal. He was the difference in many regards in this game. Thank you for joining me, ladies and gents. Massive crew coming in tonight for this live stream. Spain go through on top. Italy with all to in the final group game. And the group of death is shaping up to be very, very exciting come the last match day. Thanks for joining me, ladies and gents. I'll see you guys in the reaction video, podcast, or another live stream very, very soon. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the upcoming football action. And I'll see you guys in another podcast or live stream very soon. Have a good night.